Hundreds of animals get electrocuted every year, and most of the time it's not because someone didn't take enough care. Despite all efforts to keep wildlife away from electrical sources, animals still find themselves in trouble. Why? Because their natural curiosity often gets the better of them. They don't know that the shiny wire they're playing with or the puddle they're drinking from is full of danger. Animals encounter electricity more often than you might think. They may wander too close to power lines, nibble on live wires, or even drink from puddles near electrical sources. In many cases, it's their natural curiosity or instincts that lead them straight into danger. For some, it's a simple mistake. A bird landing on a power line or a squirrel leaping from branch to branch without realizing that the cable they're touching could carry a deadly charge. For others, it's a matter of survival, like a pet chasing a small animal into an electrified fence. But no matter the reason, the outcome is often the same: a sudden and painful encounter with electricity that can cause severe injury or death. So what happens to an animal's body when it gets electrocuted? The moment an animal comes into contact with an electrical source, the electricity travels through its body, disrupting normal functions. For most animals, this means intense muscle contractions, often so powerful that they can't let go of the source. The electrical current can cause burns, nerve damage, and even cardiac arrest, depending on the strength and duration of the shock. Smaller animals, like birds and rodents, may die almost instantly due to their size, while larger animals, like dogs or cows, might suffer prolonged pain or even survive with severe injuries. One of the most frequent cases involves birds and power lines. You might have seen birds sitting on power lines and wondered why they don't get shocked. The reason is simple. They are usually only touching one wire at a time, which means electricity doesn't flow through their bodies. However, if a bird's wings or another part of its body touches two wires or a wire and another object, it completes an electrical circuit, causing an immediate shock. This is especially common in larger birds, like eagles or storks, whose wingspans are wide enough to bridge the gap between two wires. Another common scenario involves small animals like squirrels, raccoons, or even domestic pets. These animals often chew on wires or get caught in power transformers, especially in urban or suburban areas where wildlife and electrical infrastructure overlap. The thick fur and small size of these creatures do not protect them from the strong currents that surge through electrical cables. In rural areas, livestock such as cows or horses may brush up against electric fences designed to keep them in or predators out. While these fences are generally low voltage and not lethal, they can still cause serious burns or even cardiac arrest if an animal is exposed for too long or in the wrong circumstances. Then there are the dramatic incidents caught on camera. One shocking case involved a deer that got entangled in a power line after jumping over a fence. The animal struggled for minutes, sending sparks flying before falling to the ground. In another example, a cat accidentally chewed on a live electrical cord in someone's home. The owner managed to pull the plug just in time, but the cat suffered burns and nerve damage. Now, let's talk about prevention. Many of these accidents can be avoided with simple human intervention. Power companies can insulate wires or install bird diverters to keep birds away from high-risk areas. Homeowners can use protective covers on electrical outlets and cords to prevent pets from chewing on them. Farmers can regularly check electric fences to ensure they're working properly and are not posing an unnecessary risk to their livestock. Public awareness campaigns can also play a huge role, teaching people how to spot and report potential hazards before they turn deadly. The relationship between animals and electricity is complex and often dangerous. Whether it's a bird perched on a wire or a pet playing too close to an outlet, the risks are always present. But with greater awareness and smarter prevention strategies, we can reduce the number of these tragic incidents.